Shalom, grace, and peace. The family, right? Get ready to get it in, man. Alright. Our brothers and sisters, right? That's live, with us on Periscope and here in the building, man. A couple brothers, sisters in the building, getting no good study in, right?
Oh, yeah.
As we always hear, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Pagan Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. We get to start a little later, but you see the title, man. As always, going to bring out a powerful class. Why? Because these are the words that Heavenly Father, so it's always going to be a powerful class, man. Days and nights. Days and nights. All right? And again, with the title, man, days and nights, you understand that means what? There's a difference. Days and nights. Meaning right now is what? Nighttime. The scriptures, that means it's in the evening. All right? You also got twilight, and you got what? Evening, twilight, and midnight are considered nighttime. So we're going to open up in St. John.
All right.
St. John chapter 11. Right there, 11 verse 9.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 11 and verse 9.
Right.
The Messiah answered, Are there not 12 hours in the day?
We gotta understand, Israel, that's a question. Right? But at the same time, he's giving you the answer. Right? So read that again.
The Messiah answered, and are there not 12 hours in the day?
Right, that's what he's asking the question. Are there not 12 hours in the day? All right, there's again, that's St. John chapter 11, verse 9. Right? The Messiah answered, are there not 12 hours in the day? You got to pay attention to that. Are there not 12 hours in the day? John chapter 11, verse 9.
That's
Okay.
heavy.
They can't run from that.
12 hours in a day. Day,
Messiah said
that means day, time. Again, what time is it now? It's nighttime. It's not daytime right now. It's nighttime. Read on.
The Messiah answered, are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not.
Why?
Because he seeth the light of this world.
Because it's simple. You can see. Read on.
But if a man walk in the night,
Now we're talking about what? Nighttime. Not right now, it's nighttime. Title of the class, Days and Nights. We're talking about days and nights. And also right now, it's night 17. Okay, read on.
but if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth.
Why?
Because there is no light in him.
Right. That's a parable in the twofold. Go ahead and break that down, bro. Go ahead and tell me like you were saying earlier.
Oh, right. That's the parable, right. That's like a wisdom is double, right? What that is, Job. Wisdom is double.
find it real
So that's like saying, wait, let me read it one more time. He stumbled. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth because there is no light in him.
Right.
Right. And he stumbleth that night. Why? Because it's wisdom is double. Because why? He can't see. Right. He could trip over. He could step in a pothole and twist his ankle or something like that. And he also stumbleth. Why? Because he has no wisdom. He has no spirit. The spirit of knowledge in him, of the Most High.
Right.
Right.
And real quick, that brother was telling me the wisdom is double. It's a parable. Just real quick, we're going to come back.
Right.
Let's go to Job 11 and 6. Just to help understand that. Because a lot of these scriptures that we read, is like the brother was saying, wisdom is double. So they have two meanings as we draw closer, right?
Right. You got a spiritual meaning and also physical meaning.
Right.
To it.
Job chapter 11, verse 6. It says, and that he would show thee the secrets of wisdom, that they are double to that which is.
That they are what?
That they are double to that which is.
Right. So that which is before your eyes, it's a double wisdom to it. Right? And that would, read it again from the top.
And that he would show thee the secrets of wisdom.
And who is that he? Who is that he that will show you the secrets of wisdom? Right. Most High. Right? Go ahead.
That they are double to that which is. Know therefore that God exacteth of these less than thine iniquity deserveth.
Right. The Most High exacted of these less than thine iniquity deserveth. Right? The Most High delighteth in wisdom.
Right. All praises, man. So,
all right, go back. Where we at?
Now we're gonna go to John chapter 9. From there, let's go to John chapter 9. St. John.
St. John chapter 9.
Right. St. John in the Gospel, right? Chapter 9 and verse 4.
St. John chapter 9, verse 4.
Right.
I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work.
Right.
As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. Oh, that was it right there, verse 4. Want me to hit it again?
Right.
Read it again? All right. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day.
While it is day. You talking about what? Daytime, right? We're not talking about why, because now it's nighttime. You understand? It's just showing the differences now.
Right.
While it is day, read on.
The night cometh.
Like the night cometh, like right now it's nighttime.
When no man can work.
Right. So just giving a breakdown at the end of that.
Yep, that's the end.
Right. You see that? So giving a difference between what? Night and day. Day and night. There's a difference.
Yep.
Right? Now let's go to Matthew chapter 16. Matthew chapter 16. Verse 2 and 3.
That's nice, man. That's nice. Where we at right already, man? Now I'm just learning this today, man. You know, so this is beautiful, man. I'm gonna be real. I ain't been know that. You know, shoot, I thought the whole full day was 24 hours like everybody else, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're gonna touch on the why.
Change that up.
That's how you know the Most High. That's when you know the Most High still deal with you too. When you start still getting things understanding, right?
Right.
About his knowledge. You know?
All right, go ahead.
16 or what?
Yeah, Matthew 16 verse 2 and 3.
Matthew 16 verse 2.
Uh-huh.
He answered and said unto them,
You talking about who? The Messiah. Uh-huh.
when it is evening,
Meaning when it's nighttime.
ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red.
Right. Because you know, well, go ahead, read on.
And in the morning,
Right, we talking about daytime. Read on.
it will be foul weather today.
Today. Daytime. In the morning, today. Daytime. Read on.
For the sky is red and lowering.
See that? Read that part again.
For the sky is red and lowering.
So when that sky is red and low, what they're talking about? That's talking about dawn or dusk.
Right, right.
See that? So there's a
Right.
difference in going into the day, going into the night, or night going into the day. The transition.
Right.
That's your transition. If there's any, sky's red.
Right.
Read on.
O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
Ah, see, that's a little smack right there in the face. Right? We got the name of this guy. What? It's called Days and Nights, and what? Night 17. Right? Because we understand what we paying attention. All praise, right? We paying attention to these times now. Because we got Feast of Tabernacles coming up.
Right.
We got Feast of Blowing the Trumpets going up.
Right.
Right? And what are these? Feast days. And feast means what?
Means,
Feast means
times.
appointed.
Appointed time.
I put my watch up, they don't see me. Appointed time.
Right.
Appointed time.
Right. So that's why, read verse 3 again.
And in the morning, it will be foul weather today,
Today,
for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky,
Okay.
but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
Right. So some people know, okay, day, okay, night. Okay, but asking what day is it? Or what night is it? You can't say Friday.
No.
You can't tell me Saturday. You can't use these pagan names, man. See? We gotta come up off that.
Yep. Oh, that hurts even more to somebody who has no understanding of it. Though. they're gonna have to really be walked through it, and they gotta have to put down their pride and humble themselves, man. If somebody want to understand how to keep the feast days, man.
Right.
Because you know, coming into this, you feel like you go through the basics and you got friend zone, and you don't walk probably a year or two in the truth, and you feel like you got it all, but you don't, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you had it all, then you're saying, okay, I know the Most High. I got him down pat to a science. You know what I'm saying? I know his next move. And no, you don't, man. We all don't know this book straight up, man. Everybody don't know it. To where you can just close it and say, I got this. Nah, man. You gotta constantly. That's why I say Joshua 1 and 8, man.
Day and night.
Meditate on these scriptures day and night, man. Oh, that's a good one. Ain't a right. I compare that
day and night. Yeah, let's go. Bring it out. Bring it out, man. Let's go, man. Joshua 1 and 8, man. That's what we gotta do. That's one way we can understand it.
Right.
Like the brother said, we just, really, we've been pondering on this for a little minute, but we're really just nailed on in on it. You know what I'm saying? Right. We understand what? It's night 17.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's night 17.
That's what we added to the menu. Okay, now we understand it's night 17. And night comes first. You gotta understand, you gotta get some understanding. Why? Why night come first? Yeah, that's another topic.
Right.
Matthew, St. Matthew, no, go ahead, you right. Joshua 1 and 8.
Okay.
All praises, brother.
This the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This is the book, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Talking about the Israelites. Read that because it's our heritage, it's our history. Read on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
When?
Day and night.
Nah, just daytime.
Day and night.
Not just during the night.
Day and night.
And they ain't talking about 24 hours. That's day and night. Day and night. That's what it's saying. Read on.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
All right.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
See, that's after you do what you got to do, Israel. Right? Hearkening on his word, day and night, all the time. Why? Because it's your heritage. Then, what?
Then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
That's what we just read in Job. Then you're gonna understand the wisdom is double. Then you're gonna open up your understanding. Then you're gonna be able to discern what's true and what's false, or righteous or wicked. Day and night. Read on.
And then thou shalt have good success.
Right. Success who's gonna have through the eyes and the power of the Most High. Right. Not success from America. Not success from your job. Not because you got a discount. No. The blessings in the Sharia assurance come from Heavenly Father. That's your blessings in your. All right. Now from there, let's go to.
Praise to the Heavenly
Right.
Father.
Matthew 28. St. Matthew chapter 28. Just want to touch on these days. Let's touch on these days, man. These days and nights.
St. Matthew chapter 28. You say 8?
Yeah, St. Matthew 28, verse 1.
Oh, verse 1.
Right.
All right. St. Matthew 28, 1. In the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and other Mary to see the sepulchre.
Right, read that from the top again.
In the end of the Sabbath.
In the end of the Sabbath. And the Sabbath what? What do we keep? The Sabbath what? Day. So in the end of the Sabbath day, read on.
As it began to dawn towards the first day of the week.
As it began to dawn toward the first day of the week. So that's saying what? At the end of the Sabbath day, you have what? Before the next day. What has to happen before the next day comes around? Night.
Yep.
Night.
We can clearly see that. Mary Israel? Okay, now we understand it. We're understanding days now. We touched on days a little bit. Let's go to Proverbs 7, verse 9. This is a whole bunch of scriptures, but we're not going to sit here and read 50 scriptures because we understand what day means. It means daytime. We ain't got to read another 40 scriptures. But as we're reading our studying, now we're going to see a lot of that, and we're going to understand, we're going to pick it up right away. What's going on, right? Okay, so Proverbs 7, verse 9.
It's Proverbs chapter 7, verse 9. In the twilight In the evening.
So when we talking about? Read it again.
In the twilight, in the evening.
When is this?
Night.
Nighttime.
Right.
Read on.
In the black and dark night.
He just told you right there. Read that again.
In the twilight, in the evening.
Uh-huh.
In the black and dark night.
Right, so we got to understand what is the difference here. Nighttime, daytime. Right now is what? Night 17.
Right.
Right? So why don't we know this? Let's go to Daniel. Why are we just figuring this out today, Israel? Not like it was, you know what I'm saying, this was rocket scientists. But how come we're coming across new information? We've been here, what, 30, 40 years?
Most High just not giving it to us.
Exactly. We're going to read about it. Daniel chapter 7.
Can be. It's heavy there, boy. Hey, you held that thing back.
Back.
Woo!
Build up to it.
Boy, oh boy. You held that back, man.
Oh, yeah. You're going to work for this.
Man.
You're going to work for this. Mel, real quick. We're still in Daniel. Let's go to Daniel chapter 12 real quick, verse 4. But just harking on what we're just talking about, like why? Why it taking us so long to know this? How come we don't, you know, man? We got two scriptures we're going to read on right here in Daniel, but let's read this one first. Daniel 12, verse 4.
Daniel 12, but 4.
Uh-huh.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
You see that? So that means what? You seal the words, just close the book. So come on, we can't open our Bibles.
Till the time of
We
the
can't
end.
read. No, we've been reading it. It's here. You know what I'm saying? These Bibles been here for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. But read that again.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
That's what the understanding, right? Because even Daniel wrote the word, but it's the Most High. That the understanding of what's really being said here is not going to be in the earth until he's ready. To the end time, meaning the latter days.
Right.
Yeah.
Read on.
Many shall run to and fro.
Many shall run to and fro, meaning what? We got religions, we got philosophies. We can go on and on. People talking about they Moors, they're 5%ers. Then you got people talking about they're atheists. Then you got God love everybody. It's just straight philosophy. But so many shall run to and fro. Read on.
And knowledge shall be increased.
But the knowledge of this Bible, right, shall be increased. And that's what happened right now. It shall be, he said it. And knowledge shall be increased. That's the time we're living in right now, latter days. That's why we say, brothers and sisters, we got to get our knowledge up. It ain't about getting our money up no more. That's 80s, 90s. It's not about, and I'm not saying, you just don't be a bum under a bridge. We say bums, no scriptures. That's not saying that.
No.
You still got to live and survive and take care of your necessities and your needs. You know what I mean? But ain't no American dream. Ain't no entrepreneurship for you Israelites,
No
man.
white picket fence.
Right. If you want this kingdom. Not if you want this kingdom. Ain't no entrepreneurship.
Can't be comfortable.
Right. It's not our place of rest. So knowledge shall be increased. Let's jump back to Daniel chapter 7.
Daniel chapter 7.
You already know. 25. So why are we just getting an understanding of days and nights and how to keep our feast days? Right? Because we know the pagan telling us what? It's August. That's mean 1 month 8. We know according to this Bible, it's 6 months.
Right.
They 2 months ahead. Y'all done started y'all talking about New Year in the dead middle of winter. What y'all talking about? Our Heavenly Father ain't say that. That's not in these scriptures. So why? Daniel chapter 7, verse 25.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 25.
Right.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand, unto the times, and the dividing of time.
See,
the time.
You gotta understand that's a heavy scripture, a lot in there. So let's go through this and read that again.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Now who we talking about right here? It said he. That's saying he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Remember he? Y'all remember him, right? He.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember that he from Deuteronomy 28, right?
Yeah.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High. So how you doing that? Lying.
Yep.
Blasphemy. That comes from the heathen. You're lying against the words of the Most High. He shall think to change what? He shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Who the saints of the Most High?
Israel.
The children of Israel.
That's right.
You know, that goes into the men, but at the same time, the children of Israel. Saints to the Most High. So what do the saints of the Most High do? Teach the truth. So we're not the saints, because what are the saints doing? Every week in and we ain't saying weekend, week in and week out, the saints of the Most High are teaching the truth. So the saints are being worn out, because why? We're living in a world of what? Darkness, witchcraft, wickedness. So we're teaching the truth against this wicked society. All right, so saints are worn out. Yeah. But it's a reward, though, right?
Yes.
So this is the point. And think. Now, what do? And think. Think. You gotta pay attention to these words. And think to change what? Times and laws. Mm-hmm. What times we talking about in this class tonight? Daytime, nighttime. Mm-hmm. Talking about 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Talking about military time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Confusion.
More right. See? That's Babylon. Land of confusion. That's they love confusion. Confusion is what keeps them in power.
And it goes to 23. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
1 to 23.
What do you mean?
Military time.
You're right. Well, really 2,400. But they say 2,400 hours. Right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no clock in here. It said night and day. Right. So think to change times and laws. Mm-hmm. Laws. Right? Mm-hmm. Some of the laws are these holidays and these, things that he throw in. That change laws. What man can marry a woman. A woman can marry another woman. Right. A man can marry another man. Right. Think to change times and laws, man.
It's crazy.
Turning up things upside down, right? Isaiah 29, right? Think to change times and laws. And what else he do?
Oh. And they shall be given into his hand.
How can we prove that? Remember Job 9:24? Mm-hmm. The earth is given into who?
Hands of the wicked.
The hand of the wicked. Mm-hmm. It's saying, tell us right here. This is Daniel quoting what? Job. See that? Mm-hmm. And they shall be given into his hand how long?
Until a time and times. And the dividing of time.
Right. That's what the Messiah talking about in Luke chapter 21. Until the Gentiles be fulfilled. Because when it is going to come to an end.
Well, that's a long time. And when you read it looked like a long time. Mm-hmm. That just made me dizzy looking at it. And the time and times and to the dividing of time.
Right.
That's serious.
Yeah. But the beautiful thing for us is that we know we're on the what? Tail end of this. We're on the tail end of it. So that's a beautiful thing.
All praise.
You know what I'm saying? There already has been a falling away first. Right. You see what I'm saying? We're in the valley of dry bones part, right? That's that shouting moment right there for us, man.
I know the forefathers that heard this around that time when Daniel was telling our people, it was like, oh man, our kids, children's got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? Because of what we did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they know what they did wrong, right.
They know what they did. Yes, sir. So from there, man, let's go to Mark chapter 13. All right. Because we get to understand what? Days and nights. We understand daytime, nighttime. Mm-hmm. But now we're going to go into different little parts, and get an understanding too on that. Just, float around a little bit to help to understand. Oh, excuse me.
Mark what?
Mark 13, verse 35.
Mark 13, verse 35. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh.
Right. Because we don't know when the Most High finna send the sun, right? We don't know. Read on.
At even. Or at midnight.
So what? That's nighttime. Ain't that gonna sound about right? Mm-hmm. At even and midnight. That's nighttime. Mm-hmm. Okay, read on.
Mm-hmm. Or at the cock crowing. Or in the morning.
Oh, that's daytime. Mm-hmm. Cock crowing in the morning. So that's what? That's 4 different parts. That's night and day breaking up into 4. Mm-hmm. And you see the board here? Mm-hmm. We just touched on that a little bit, you know what I'm saying, earlier, just kind of giving a little a visual. Right? Because we just read earlier in Matthew, what the Messiah said, how many hours in a day? In a day, daytime?
12.
There's your day right there. Cock crowing in the morning. We just read it. Right? We just read that. And then nighttime is evening and midnight. That's another word that's in there. Preacher Malaki wrote up there. We're gonna read a little more. So go ahead and read that one more time.
Watch ye therefore,
right?
For ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning.
Right. So those are your 4 watches, right? So if it's 12 hours in a day, what we call night? We know there's 12 hours in a night. Makes sense. Whatever, right? But the bottom line is what? Which we're reading right here. There's 4 sections, meaning 4 watches. Right. Okay.
Right.
So if there's 4 watches and there's 12 hours in a day, that means each watch in a day is how many hours? What's half of 12? Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now the math can go one way because we got that so-called clock. That's why I'm gonna call it a so-called clock now, right?
Yeah.
So you got the 6 to 12 line, or you have the 3 to 9 line. That's something to be figured out,
Right.
right, brothers and sisters? I know that's a lot that we're still going through as far as the watches and why the watches are important. Because when it comes to blowing up the trumpet in the new moon, we had the Northern Kingdom that would, when our brothers, right, that were watchmen that would keep track of times. 1 o'clock.
Right.
We wanted to lose the ram's horn, and then we had watchmen in the mountains. But read that one more time. We're gonna go on.
Watch ye therefore.
See, watch ye therefore. Watchmen did that. That's what our watchmen were for. 1 o'clock. Read on.
For ye know not when the master of the house cometh.
Right.
At even, or at midnight,
right,
or at the cock crowing, or in the morning.
Just letting us know, right? There's different times during the day. So that's where again, y'all understand? Like again, what we're saying, what we know our month is based on the moon. Moon means month, and we use the Farmer's Almanac, right, to help us understand how to count our days and what day we're in, what feast, what day we're in, and what feast coming up. Correct? Right, and then what times do they come in? Yeah, we got that pagan clock, but we know this month or this moon, the moon became new in it says right here, evening. Right about midnight. Right, brother? See what I'm saying? That's how we got to understand it right there. This is the time that it came in. So that's why it's what? Night 17.
Yes.
Right. Or we could say evening 17. But night just makes it plain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because morning, we're still programmed. Some people think that's just morning. They go, no, noon, it's you know what I'm saying? Afternoon, where? There ain't no afternoon. It's just day. Morning means day. Night means evening. All praise to the Heavenly Father.
Yes.
Right, it is. But all praises that the Heavenly Father is, you know what I'm saying, dealing with us. Because we want it. You see what I'm saying?
Flow, that's all.
Right.
Don't try to do nothing, fight back.
Right. Just
Don't
receive
fight back.
it
Don't fight back.
and marinate on it. Don't vomit.
Right, man.
Swallow, you know what I'm saying? We know because what we're saying about, we all had to take that pill.
Right.
We say the pill is about this big. Ain't no breaking it in half. Ain't no breaking it in fours. You gotta swallow it whole, or the Most High gonna spew you out. Right. So shoot, from there, man. Let's go to Ezekiel 46:1. Yes, sir. Ezekiel 46 verse 1.
Why you want to do that?
Ezekiel chapter 46, verse 1.
Yes, sir.
Thus saith the Lord God.
Thus saith who?
The Lord God.
Heavenly Father. Right, read.
The gate of the inner court that looketh toward the east
Right.
shall be shut 6 working days.
So we know the gate's gonna be shut those 6 working days. When we just read earlier, you work in the day and then you rest at night. We understand captivity, some people work at night, but that's nighttime. You have nighttime and daytime, big distinction. So right here it's saying, the gate that looketh toward the east shall be shut the 6 working days. What gate we talking about? The temple. Where we go on when? A feast days. Read on.
Yep.
Nobody's at the temple working days. Anybody going to them working days?
Nope.
Okay, we understand that. Go on.
But on the Sabbath it shall be open.
And that's talking about what? The Sabbath day. Ain't nowhere in the scripture that says Sabbath night.
Right.
Read on.
And in the day of the new moon it shall be open.
And in the day of the new moon, not the new moon night, they shall be what?
Man, that opened it up a little bit.
Open.
Better.
So when them gates open, like see right now it's what, nighttime, right? And the gates open tonight?
That opened it up a little better.
Huh? All them gates open tonight in the temple.
No, man.
No.
Ain't nobody throwing nothing on the
Ain't right. Ain't no sacrifice, ain't nothing going on, man. Levites ain't dealing with you tonight.
I know I brought you this too.
Right. They gotta go to sleep too, man. Yeah. You think
You see that?
Yeah, you think they up just 24 hours sacrificing? You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
They gotta get rest too, man. They sleep too in the night, man. Shoot.
All praises,
That's beautiful,
man.
bro. That open this up for me, man.
All praises, man. So,
good,
yeah,
man.
bring it out. All praises, right? Go ahead, verse 2.
Verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the prince shall enter by the way of the porch
Right?
of that gate without, and shall stand by the post of the gate.
Right? Just giving the instructions of how the priests deal with Israel in and out of the gate. Read on.
And the priest shall prepare his burnt offering and his peace offerings.
Right?
And he shall worship at the threshold of the gate.
Okay, now we get understanding. Go ahead.
Then he shall go forth.
Uh-huh.
But the gate shall not be shut until the evening.
You see that?
Wow.
But the what?
But the gate shall not be shut until the evening.
Why? Because it's open all day long. Once that red in that sky, once that transition goes into night, guess what?
It's starting to go.
Right.
Shut it down. Right? That's from there. Let's go to Nehemiah 13.
Yeah.
Nehemiah chapter 13. The gate is open. Like right now. What the gate doing right now?
Close.
Shut.
Close.
Because it's night 17. And it's going to be open when?
Day.
Day when?
Day.
The gate of the temple. I'm saying one of the gate of the temple finna be open. Day when? Come on, Al.
Day 20.
17th day.
17.
When is the gate gonna be open to the temple?
It's going to be open 22nd.
Oh,
Second.
damn, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Man.
All praise though.
Feast
Okay.
days, damn, feast days.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
It's all right, but see what I'm saying? I got everybody getting it.
Ball
See?
forward up there.
Right. But I'm saying the gate is open. When is that gate open again?
That's good job.
From right now, just for example, right now we know we're in night 17, right? That gate ain't open until when?
Yeah.
Day 22.
Right.
Two.
Right.
The night 20. What about night 22?
No.
No.
It's not
No.
gonna be open
Nah,
tonight.
go to bed.
Right.
Go get some rest, study. Right?
That's right.
Have a little wine, study, go to bed.
Yep.
Right? Let's go. Nehemiah 13. Nehemiah 13, man. Right?
Nehemiah 13.
Nehemiah be jumping past it quick.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah, Nehemiah chapter 13, verse, I think it's 19. Yep. Nehemiah 13, 19.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 19.
Right.
And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath,
Right. The gates of Jerusalem, but the gates of the temple shall be dark. Read on before. See what I'm saying? That's night before the Sabbath. So this is what? That night before the Sabbath. So this is what? This is either night 7, night 14, night 21, or what? Night what?
28.
There you see that?
Night 20.
You gotta understand that right there, man. The night before the Sabbath is the numbers already set. Read it again.
and it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath,
Right.
I commanded that the gates shall be shut,
Because it's nighttime. Right? Read.
and charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath.
So that's when what? The gates are open when?
On the 7th of the month. Day.
Simple. Now we go into this further on. It's just we'll give us. Remember we talked about on our feast days how we're supposed to cooperate, how we're supposed to interact with each other. Read on.
And some of my servants set at the gates, that there should be no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day.
Right, so all praise, no burden on the Sabbath day, man. So we deal with our burdens and our whatever our issues, because we have things pop up. So we deal with each other in those ways on ordinary days, working days. But on Heavenly Father saying on these feast days, hold your peace, man. All right, bear no burdens on the Sabbath day. So just concluding that one scripture right there, man. So shoot, all praises for that, man. From there, let's
The red
go
light
to.
going. Did we do
Huh?
that? The Lord, red Lord. We did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
that was Matthew 16,
Okay.
2 and 3. Right. Man, that's a whole bunch of them, but I don't want to drag it.
Drag it.
Yeah, he got to open some more up, huh? Yeah, that's right, man. So I know I'm in the right spot, man. Nobody can't tell me that that work ain't over here, man. I ain't saying we got the truth. We got all the truth. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can't say the spirit ain't operating over here. You know?
Well, we are because we hearkening. Because we definitely are hearkening. Okay, Sirach chapter 33. Just touching, I guess we're gonna touch on a little bit more on these days, right? Sirach chapter 33. Sirach chapter 33 and verse 7.
Sirach chapter 33, verse 7. Why doeth one day excel another?
See, let's go into that again. Why does one what? Day excel another. Daytime. Right? Sunrise and sunset. That's what that's talking about right there, right? Read on.
When as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun.
That's helping us understand too what? Sunrise to sunset. Right? Hold that. Let's go to Psalms 104. We're coming back there. Psalms 104.
All right.
Psalms 104 verse 19.
Psalms 104 verse 19. He appointed the moon for seasons.
Right.
The sun knoweth his going down.
Right. This goes back to what? Genesis 1 and 14. The sun rules the day, the moon rules the night. Right? Read that again.
He appointed the moon for seasons.
And so what are these seasons? Feasts. Also, this goes back to Leviticus 23. So the moon appoints season. Also Sirach 43, right? So to know what day or what night it is, number, we got to know what by the ordinance of the moon. That's what that's telling us right here. Right. He appointed the moon for seasons. That's how we know it's what? Night 17. And tomorrow's day 17.
Right.
Because of the moon. For seasons and feasts. But read on.
The sun knoweth his going down.
Right, because the sun just has what? What's the sun's job? To give light. That's it. Just to give light. To give light during the day. Sun rise to sunset. So with that, let's go back to let's keep going. Let's get a little more on that. Verse 20.
Yeah, I'm just reading that, boy.
Yeah, I forgot, my bad.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, keep
Verse
going.
20. Thou makest darkness, and it is night.
Right, see that? That's dark, that's nighttime. Like right now. Night 17. Read on.
Wherein all the beasts of the forest do creep forth.
Right, because we know that's when, a lot of animal activity out in the wilderness or animals come out at night. Right. Read on.
The young lions roar after their prey, and seek their meat from God.
So we know the Most High. We talked about that. Now the Most High, the animals ain't gotta work or pay for nothing. The Most High feed the animals, right? Read on.
The sun ariseth; they gathered themselves together,
right,
and lay them down in their dens.
Right. The sun arises and they gather themselves together. So basically, when the sun arises, meaning what? Daytime. Sunrise to sunset. That's daytime. Okay. Verse 23.
Man goeth forth unto his work, and to his labor.
Right. Because when he went and work, during the day. We read that earlier.
Until the evening.
Until nighttime. We work all during the day, and at night, hey, that's it. Again, captivity. Some people work at night. Understand? Are you in sin because you have to work at night? Come on now. We just giving us an understanding of daytime, nighttime.
Right, bro.
Right. All right. Let's go back to Sirach 33.
Sirach chapter 33.
You can read 7 again.
Verse 7. Why doeth one day excel another?
So we get understanding why is one day more important than another day. Read on.
Whenas all the light of every day in the year is of the sun.
Right. Because if you think about it, man, when you go outside on a Sabbath day or a new moon day, or you go outside on another day, you can't look in the sky and tell it's different. It don't look different. Every day looks the same.
Right.
You have to know by the appointed time. Right. That's the difference.
Right. That moon.
Right, right. Because every day look the same, whether it's raining or it's a cloudy day or whatever. Every day you can't tell. You can't look in the sky. It ain't gonna tell you. There ain't no letters in the sky or no note telling you what's going on or what day it is.
Right.
That's the point, right?
Jay could tell you Sunday looks different. Sunday looks different.
You see? You know what I'm saying? Jacob, that calendar, we just read that in Daniel. That's that calendar and that clock. Boy, that calendar and that clock, boy, they got us good. All right, they get to hide our feast, but we ain't gonna. If it would be possible, they will be able to see the very elect. If it were possible, they'll be able to see the very elect. We're gonna read that before we close. Go ahead, verse 8.
Verse 8. By the knowledge of the Most High, they were distinguished.
See, that's the point. By the knowledge of the Most High, of what day is excel another. By the knowledge of the Heavenly Father in these scriptures. Read on.
And he altered seasons and feasts.
Right. And what those seasons and feasts? We just read that in Psalms. What ordinance that alters seasons and feasts? There you go. Moon tells us. That's how we know again. It's night 17 and tomorrow's day 17. Yeah. Why? Because the new moon came in 17 days ago. Yes. 17 nights ago. Yeah. 17 nights ago. Verse 9.
Some of them hath he made high days and hollowed them.
And who we talking about? The Most High. Some of them what days hath he made what? High days and hollowed them. We talking about what? Feast days.
Right.
New moon, Sabbath, and the rest of the feasts. Read on.
And some of them hath he made ordinary days.
Right. Tomorrow, day 17, ordinary day. Tonight, 17 night, ordinary. Gates closed. right? Gate shut. Ordinary. Working day. Get your money. Deal with your burdens. right?
Right.
Not on my feast days and my appointed times though.
It's holy.
Right. Here, let me get this on. All right. Matthew 24:24. I just want to touch on that before it slipped my mind. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. Yeah. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24, man. So it's beautiful, you know, having an open mind and sincerity and truth and continuing to seek the Most High face, man, because he'll definitely say, like the Messiah said, "Ye shall know the truth. Truth will make you free." So if we search and dig for that truth, he'll give it to you.
Right.
But if you running from it and want to stay in your feelings and your wants and likes, you're gonna be tossed to and fro. No foundation.
Or trying to debunk.
Trying to debunk
You know
stuff.
what I'm saying? Right. The Bible. They gonna debunk.
You see what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah, it makes no sense.
It don't make no sense. Because the brothers out there, I understand the one that they keep coming about talking about Esau is the Arab.
Right.
Man, that's tough right there. But then you gotta start understanding, you know, what comes behind that. You know, that's that Saturday. That Saturday is a huge stumbling block, man. That Saturday.
I've been saying it.
See,
man.
that Saturday, that's a huge stumbling block, man. Because again, now you have to honor the pagan calendar. You have to honor that clock. Let's go, Mom. St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24.
St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 4. And the Messiah answered.
24.
24, St. Matthew 24, verse 4.
24.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
You good?
For there shall arise false Christs.
Meaning what? Liars. Blasphemers.
And false prophets.
That's what they are.
And shall show great signs and wonders.
Are we seeing so-called great signs and wonders as far as on the left-hand side? Yeah, great signs and wonders.
Yep.
Oh, we got an eclipse coming. Oh, it's time saving, like daylight saving time.
Yeah, that garbage.
All this crap, right?
Yeah.
She's showing sign and one. We just read Daniel's 7:25. Think to change times and laws. So these heathens, these other nations, these false Christs, false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders. Read on.
And so much that if it were possible.
It's a poor point. If it were possible. If we know if mean, I'm the hood. You say if was a fifth.
Yeah.
If that's a big word.
Yeah.
If it were possible, read.
They shall deceive the very elect.
And we know what that elect is. That's children of Israel. If it were possible to see the elect, but guess what? Heavenly Father's sincere chosen one that He finna redeem, they're not gonna be deceived. They ain't gonna be able to deceive them. You're gonna deceive them for a little minute. That time and the time, I'm saying a minute, right? But you said time and times and the ending dividing of times. Yeah. It seemed like a very long time, but not according to the Most High. If it were possible, He'll be able to deceive the elect, but He ain't, and that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, right?
That's heavy, man. Now you got to think about everybody that says Saturday. Like right now, they're saying it's the Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? People right now that's saying that.
Oh
man.
yeah, that's Sunday.
Well, some saying it's Friday night, Saturday night, and some saying it's just Saturday.
They just said
Well,
it was new
whatever. Even
Right,
if
Saturday.
what I'm trying to make, the
Right.
point I'm trying to make is that very elect. They shall be. You know what I'm saying? If it were possible, we already know they are not in that category.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, you know what I mean? Like
Feast days, that's
them
it.
feast days is heavy, man.
Appointed times, man.
We gotta
Appointed
get that
times.
right, man. We
Appointment.
can't just look at
That's
it
what
like
we say. That's why we harp on that all the time. Because it's like, again, if the Heavenly Father scheduled appointments, bruh, that's hey man, Heavenly Father said we got a point on this, on that, whatever particular date it is. Not when you feel like it. An example that we give, okay, let's say one of the most, I hate to say popular or famous, but one of our most known feast days is Passover, right? Can we have Passover tomorrow, brothers and sisters?
Nope.
No,
Why not?
it's not our point of time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's not
So
our point of
why
time.
can't it be like that? It's supposed to be like that across the whole board.
Right.
We all read the same chapter, Leviticus 23. But when we get to that 6 days thou shalt work, you want to pick up that cow. Okay, that's Sunday through. See, you thinking Sunday through? That's not what that said. It just says 6 days work.
Right.
That's almost like that.
It didn't say Sunday through Saturday, Sunday through
Right.
Friday. It didn't say that. It says 6 days shall you work. Now you got to figure it out. Study showed ourselves approved, right?
That's right.
You got to figure that out.
Hey, that's so serious, man. He give you the
Psalms 90 verse
man.
12.
He give you the spirit to come into the truth, but he's saying you still got to pick up.
You got
the
to
pieces,
prove.
and you put the pieces together.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? That's heavy,
You
man.
gonna work for this. Remember, we talked about it last night, right? You gonna work for this crown.
You gonna work for this crown.
Yeah.
That time you say that, boy,
Woo-wee.
it just get down deep in you.
Yeah,
That's
man.
heavy,
You
man.
gonna work for this crown.
Yeah, man, you got to
Soon
work
you
for it,
fit-
man.
And it don't matter what you did last week.
Nah.
It don't matter what you did last month.
Just remember.
Last year. It don't matter. Yeah, man. Psalms 90 verse 12. So let's go into this a little bit more just to remind and rehearse, right? Get a little workout, right? Let's get a little workout going through our days here.
It's the eatery. It's the buffet.
Right.
The buffet line. I'm full. I'm getting
That
full.
bread roll.
I'm getting full over here. I don't know about y'all, man. It sure still tastes good to me, man. It tastes good, man.
Oh, praise. Psalms 90 verse 12,
Psalm
man.
90 verse 12.
Yes, sir.
So teach us to number our days,
Yes, sir. Read on.
that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom.
So teach us to do what? Number our days. We know tomorrow is what? Day 17. Man. Number our days that we may what?
That we may apply our hearts unto wisdom.
Wisdom.
Where's the wisdom coming from?
The fear of the Most High.
Right. Lean not on our own understanding. That means what? You have no wisdom. You got to borrow it.
You can break down every word in this.
Apply our heart.
Stem out.
Mind. Our mind.
Right. See that?
Wisdom. I see.
Right.
Oh, praises,
Yeah.
man.
Meditate.
That we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. And how we do that? Let's just, you know what I'm saying, a little workout. Let's go to 1 Chronicles 23:31. Because you know, some days he altered and some days he hollowed. 1 Chronicles 23:31.
First Chronicles. I like the book of Chronicles. There's a lot of names you gotta read off, but
It is.
we got some good information in these books. First Chronicles chapter 23:31. and to offer all burnt sacrifices unto the Most High
Right.
in the Sabbaths, in the new moons, and on the set feast by number.
No, by name.
By number.
We're going to use the pagan calendar, man.
By number.
Read that from the top again.
And to offer all burnt sacrifices unto the Most High.
See, when you do that, when you burn all, what it's saying right here, burnt sacrifices unto the Most High, right? We just read earlier. That's in the what? Remember Ezekiel 46:1?
Yes.
So where is that done at? Ezekiel 46:1.
At the
gates.
threshold of
At
the
the gate.
temple.
That's the temple. Right? And we know the temple and them gates, they ain't open at night. Right? So, and to offer all burnt sacrifices unto the Most High, when?
In the Sabbath.
In the Sabbath. When the Sabbath days? What numbers the Sabbath days, brothers and sisters?
8,
Uh-huh.
15.
Uh-huh.
22.
Right?
29.
29.
Yes, sir.
And so how many Sabbaths every month?
4.
4. Does that change?
No.
Never changes. Read on.
In the new moons.
In the new moons, what day is that by default?
1.
That's day 1 of the month.
Right.
Every
1.
moon. Day 1, that's your new moon day right there. And this new moon that's coming up is going to be month 7. That's what? Feast of Blowing the Trumpets.
Yes.
Right?
Let's say, brother, you stated
Tonight is the 17th. Tonight is 17th night. Night 17. Number. Let me see. Hold on. Brother, you
it's the 17th day.
tomorrow is 7 at night when it starts. Oh, you kind of threw me over. Brother, you stated tonight is the 17th and tomorrow is the right. Tonight the 17th night and tomorrow is 17th day.
Yeah.
That will make a day right. The day is in the morning.
Right.
Daytime. Right now it's nighttime.
Right.
Right? So read 31 again.
31.
Right.
And to offer all burnt sacrifices unto the Most High.
Right.
In the Sabbaths.
Right.
In the new moon.
We know that's day 1. Uh-huh.
And on the set feast.
And those set feasts that we can find are in Leviticus chapter 23. The only feast that's not included in there is what? New Moon Day. New Moon feast is not listed in Leviticus 23. So we got to do what? Study to show ourselves approved, precept upon precept.
That's right.
Read on.
By number.
See, that's the point. By number, we just read that in Psalm 90, verse 12. Number, each day, daytime, is numbered. They're numbered. Right? According, and all set feasts by number. Read on.
According to the order commanded unto them continually before the Most High.
See, according to the order commanded unto them continually.
Commanded.
Right. The Heavenly Father commanded. He commanded. He gave the moon. He commanded the moon to do this job. He gave the Israelites feast days and appointed times to appoint on.
Right, man.
He set up everything. The days he altered. That's the one. He altered ordinary work days and hallowed feast days.
Right.
Everything's ordered as according to the order commanded to them continually before the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High. So understanding the count, you know what I mean? That's the whole point. So now we know, there's a difference. Of course, I mean, there's a big difference, I want to say that, right? Between nighttime and daytime. Also, they're what? Numbered. So you got to know where you're at, right?
Right.
Night 17.
It's
Of the
beautiful
6 months.
information, man. Beautiful information.
Night 17 of the 6th month.
Beautiful information.
And come morning, or come cock crowing is what? Day
Day
17.
17.
All praises.
At night.
All praises, man. So shoot from there.
Can you do that 8:15? I gotta get that. I missed that 8.
Oh, for the Sabbaths.
Oh, okay.
Okay, new moon day. We can read verse 31
Yeah.
again. Yeah, verse 31 again. Read again.
Verse 31. And to offer all burnt sacrifices unto the Most High in the Sabbaths, in the new moons.
So now the Sabbaths and the new moons. New moons is what days? What day is?
Sabbath is
New moon day.
No, New Moon Day.
New Moon Day 1,
Day 1, right? And then you have how many working days after that?
6,
Boom. So 6 plus 1 is,
7,
and so what day comes after day 7?
1.
What day comes after 7?
What day?
after 7?
8.
Oh, sorry.
8.
8?
Day 8.
8.
Oh, day 8. I'm
Right.
sorry.
That's your
Day
first
8,
Sabbath.
Right. Okay.
Just know so you following along,
Okay,
right?
alright, got
That's
it.
the first Sabbath,
Okay.
day 8,
Day 8.
right?
Uh-huh.
So then when you do another 6 working days, right? Then what will be the second Sabbath?
It'll be 15.
There you go.
No.
See what I'm saying?
Come on.
And
Numbers.
And another 6
Yeah.
days.
See what I'm saying? Then another 6 days.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Then what? Then when you got after 6 more days.
Oh gosh, I got it. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All praises. Now you've been praying for it and you wanted the Heavenly Father to give it to you.
Yes, I
right.
was.
So if day 15 is the second Sabbath,
Yes.
right? Then you count 6 working days, and then what day you get to for the next Sabbath?
22.
Day 22. That's your third Sabbath. Then you count 6 more working days, and then where day you at?
29.
Day 29. And it's how many days in a month?
30.
30. So after that day 30, then you got what? New moon again.
Yeah.
Now let's go to Luke 6 and 1 just to help this. I'm sure you're gonna catch on to this, Chris. Let's go to Luke 6 and 1.
Out of here.
All praise.
Tell come get some.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
Come get
Luke
some.
chapter 6, verse 1. Yeah. And y'all will be able to catch this one too. All praise, you'll be able to catch this. Luke chapter 6 and verse 1. Luke chapter 6, verse 1.
Luke chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass on the second Sabbath after the first
Read on.
that he went through the cornfields, and his disciples plucked the ears of corn and did eat, rubbing them in their hands.
Right, now we're talking about the Messiah, right? But at the same time, here a little and there a little. So I'm just bringing out the first part of this precept. Read that top part again.
And it came to pass on the second Sabbath after the first.
Now what that's talking about? If you got to read it again. And it came to pass, I heard you, King Torrance, so you good.
Okay.
And it came to pass on the second Sabbath after the first. So what day is the second Sabbath?
15.
And what day is the first Sabbath?
8.
Day 8. You see that?
I see it. I'm so happy.
All praise that you got to understand the numbers to get that.
Tell how long it took me, bro.
Hey, all praise. Hey, it's all right though.
I had to get suspended from work to understand 8 days.
Right.
Good gracious.
So it worked with money through me.
Brother, if the day
Hey,
starts
man.
at sunrise,
It's like,
it
that's suspended at
should
the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
It's like, my boss was like, man,
it shouldn't have
you gonna be
its
gone for 8
own number,
days.
right?
I said,
If your day starts
If a day starts
at
at sunrise.
he was right. I said, there is 8 days
oh,
in a
and
week.
if you talking about morning, she's probably talking about morning time.
It came to be like that.
Okay, hold on. If a day starts at sunrise, it
That
should
was
have
6 months.
its own
For real?
number,
Yep.
right? Night and day shouldn't have the day number. How? I don't understand that.
Yes, morning. She's trying to say morning because it didn't start this month. It didn't come in the morning. It came in the night.
Remember the Farmer's
that's why-
Almanac with New Moon Day? New Moon. Remember the Farmer's Almanac? I think we went over it last night. When the new moon comes in, new moon this month came in the evening. So evening is first. So when the new moon came in evening, that's number 1. That following night is the second night. Like tonight's night 17. Tomorrow's day 17. All right, the night still has a number.
And after day 17, you got
Night 18.
Night. 18 night.
Right.
Right.
Remember these blocks right here? Remember these blocks up here that we went over? What you say
A
right?
day starts in the daylight.
That's daylight. We're talking about nighttime.
Just read the scripture about the sun.
Yeah, daytime is daylight. Yeah,
Right. But right now it's nighttime.
This nighttime though.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the nighttime number?
And this is night 17.
Right. Remember these 2 blocks right here? We can go over it again when y'all, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's already
She
Friday.
wants to put the day before the night.
Well, where is
trying
that?
To find out
That's-
if she's trying to say like,
I got it.
are
I understand.
are you
They-
so
So when get me because I was
yes,
on
but
it.
how is it going to have the same day?
Got it.
All praise.
How is it going to have the same number?
Not
You-
in
you
order.
mean-
Oh, she's trying. I think she don't know what a 12 hours is. You know, ain't 12 hours like in the day, and then it's 12 hours in the night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm
But it's
saying?
still
That's
daytime and nighttime.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so that's probably what it is.
Right.
Just spend
Which one
12
went over? John
12
11?
hours.
That's that John 11? That's John 11?
Which one did it say? I'm sorry.
On the 12 hours.
Oh yeah, John. Yeah, St. John.
John 11:6.
Yeah, John chapter 11 verse 9.
9.
Oh, 9. Okay.
Yeah, John chapter 11 verse 9.
Yeah, because that's why I messed up. I was thinking 24 hours is a day, you know, but
Right, no.
day is only 12 hours, and
Right.
then you got night, which
Right.
is 12 hours.
Right.
It didn't
You know?
make no sense to me.
Messiah
9
said
makes
there's
sense.
12 hours in a day.
Right.
I just, this was just revealed to me today, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes, it
It
lines
makes
up
sense.
beautiful.
Right.
Every day start with its own number. Every day starts with its own number.
Every day. Right. So what number will be tonight?
Yeah, every day
Seventeen.
does start with its own number.
Yeah. Every day has its own day, mean day. It has a number meaning 17, right? It'll be day 17. So you have the night still it has a number also.
Right.
Night has a number also. Right.
I'm thinking.
Messiah says there are 12 hours in a day.
Yeah,
So there's 12 hours in a night.
Right.
that's right.
So it's
Nah, I
day
got it.
17, 12 hours.
I got it.
Come
Yeah,
day
night 17,
tomorrow.
day 17.
Right.
Well, maybe we go through it again because it was hard to kind of.
Right, it's kind of hard to understand.
Because remember, we went over that last time. Remember, we was talking about when the new moon comes in from the Farmer's Almanac. And read, let's read Sirach 18:26. Maybe that'll fresh your memory. Or let's read, sorry. We were at St. John 11:9 again.
St. John chapter 11
11 verse 9.
and verse 9.
You just read that.
It said, kind. The Messiah answered, "Are there not 12 hours in the day?"
Right, are there not 12 hours in a day? Day what? Time. It's nighttime right now.
Right.
That's the difference. Not the same. Right? Go on.
If any man walk in the day,
Daytime.
he stumbleth not,
Why?
because he seeth the
Because
light.
he see. He can see. You got night, you can't see. I mean, not literally, but you know what I'm saying? There's no sunlight.
Right.
There's no daylight. See that? It's daylight. Then the sun controls the day. Right on.
He see the light of this world. But if a man walk in the night,
Nighttime, which is the same, that's what it is right now. It's nighttime. It's not daytime. Right now it's nighttime. Read on.
he stumbleth,
He stumbles. Why?
because there's no light.
Right. So there's a difference between showing the
And him.
right. There's a parable that we brought out earlier, and at the same time, it's showing a distinction between day and night. Right. So we still have to number our days. It's 30 days in a month. Right. There are 30 days in a month. So if there's 30 days, there's also what? 30 nights. That's why you say 40 days, 40 nights. There's 30 days, 30 nights. That's still showing a difference. Right? So they're numbered. Right? We understand they're numbered because there's no pagan calendar according to the scriptures. Right? So again, so now tonight, let's say new moon comes out tonight. New moon becomes new tonight. Right? So it'll be what number?
That'd be one.
Right. So tonight is night 1. And then in the morning, tomorrow is what? Day 1.
Day one.
And then the next night is what?
Night two.
Night 2.
Night 2.
Right. And
Yeah.
then day 2.
Now, Sirach 26. Sirach 18, sorry. Sirach chapter 18. I'm fine. I appreciate it.
I'm good.
Sirach
Chapter
18.
18.
Right, 26. This helps understand. Yeah, we went over this last night. Remember those 2 boxes up? Do you remember those 2 boxes that we went over? Or we can go over it again when y'all come up. Do you remember those 2 boxes up there? And we were talking about the Farmer's Almanac? Yeah, we did that last night. We did a study. Oh. Do you remember that? Con, right. So that's what that is. That's what that is. So Sirach 18:26.
Sirach chapter 18, verse 26.
Right.
From the morning until the evening, the time is changed.
Read on.
And all things are soon done before the Most High.
All things are done before the Most High. We know He controls everything. We can't, you know what I'm saying? We know our thoughts are not His thoughts, our ways are not His ways. Trying to understand what the Most High does. We don't understand that. But, however, from the morning to the evening, the time is changed. And what controls the time or the seasons and feasts? The moon. Sometimes, y'all look at your Farmer's Almanac. Farmer's Almanac, no app, no moon app, no. Farmer's Almanac. That goes with the agriculture and the crops. Vegetation. Farmer's Almanac. Sometimes the moon becomes new during the daytime. So that means what? That day, new moon come will be day 1. That night will be what? Night 1. If the moon becomes new during the day, the night will come after. Meaning it'll be that number though, but that's after. Now, if the new moon becomes new during night, then that night is what? Night 1. And then it would come morning, day 1. Night and day are different. Now we understand that there's a difference between night and day, but they're still numbered. We got to count 30. And our count is what? Is it the pagan calendar? What is the count off?
Day.
The moon.
Moon. Yeah, the moon.
Our days are counted off the moon.
Off the moon.
So again, read this again.
From the morning until the evening, the time is changed.
Why? That's based on the moon. So what it's telling us is from the morning to evening, the time is changed somewhat months or somewhat moons. Some moons it'll become new during the day. Some months it's gonna become new at night.
Right.
You gotta go with that. That's what it is. That's your month. That's your calendar, Israel. That's your calendar, not that pagan calendar. They say August 1st. Huh? September 1st. January 1st. No.
Leap year.
Right. No. No.
That's a real dark saying. Terrible. Leap year.
Right.
Now I used to think the year jumped to the next year when that comes up. What the hell wrong with them, man?
Times and times.
Time is, you see what I'm saying? That's why that joke. That's why you revisit that Daniel 7:25, man. That's heavy. He thinks to change times and laws. Heathen, right? Now check this out. This gives us a more understanding. Verse 27.
Verse 27. A wise man.
A what?
A wise man.
A wise man or woman. When we read in Psalms 90 verse 12, teach us to number our days that we might apply our hearts, our minds into what? Wisdom. So a wise man or woman, read.
Will fear in everything.
See, fear who? The Heavenly Father. To what? Obey. Read.
And in the day of sinning, he will beware of offense.
See, in the day, that gives another example. Daytime. Just that's in there. In the day of sinning, he will be aware of offense. That goes into repentance. But read on.
But a fool will not observe time.
Read that part again.
But a fool will not observe
I
time.
want to hold on to that pagan calendar. Well,
Don't talk about them brothers like that, man.
Hey, but a fool will not observe time. Man, the Heavenly Father told us Genesis 1:14, man. He told us in Genesis 1:14 what controls the night and the day, how to get your feast days. But a fool will not observe time. Oh, Messiah gonna get that right when he return.
Right, man. We ain't said, the book said. The Most High said it.
What's that, King Torn?
He said it
And
too.
they will miss their appointed time by messing around with this off stuff.
Right,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
They gonna miss that, right?
When he said a fool will observe the time, they be fools because they would miss their appointed time
Right,
by
man.
the Most High.
Right, man. Right.
Appointed
That's right,
time,
bro.
man. But
That's
a
right,
fool will not
That's right, man.
observe time.
Because if he was dealing with us like he was dealing with us back in those times when we had sacrifices on the altar, those appointed times are for him to bring the fire down on the altar to consume the burnt offering. You know what I'm saying? And then all the people supposed to see it and scream. You know what I'm saying? Every time you read that in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, back in the time of Moses, you know what I'm saying, they scream. Woo! You know what I'm saying? I can just hear the whole Most too, like, woo! You know what I'm saying? They get on their face, they bow down and worship the Most High, man. It's serious, man. That appointed time, serious. You won't see that fire if you ain't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You somewhere else, man. That's when the Most High say, you know what I'm saying? Remember we were reading before this class about the Day of Atonement. If you work, they gonna work. You know, they cut you off, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on them, have them appointed times just right. All right, go ahead, bro.
No praises, man. So hey, and let's let me see. Yeah, 10:15. Where I get? Yeah, we good, man. We touched on that a pretty bit. You know, we understand that there's a difference between, like I said, the class night and days. You know, I could have put daytime, nighttime, but days and nights. All right, because we understand that through the scriptures, there's a difference, there's a distinction.
Okay, ain't finished yet.
All right, you want to get some more? Let's go to.
Beautiful, man.
Let's see. Let's go to Judges.
Yes, sir.
No, I was here with Just going through over study with brother and sister. What you call it? Joshua. Hold up. Let's go to Joshua. You got Joshua and Judges. Okay. Let's go to Joshua chapter 2, verse 5.
Oh.
Joshua chapter 2, verse 5.
Joshua chapter 2, verse 5. And it came to pass,
right,
about the time of shutting of the gate, when it was dark.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
You see that? When it was, and it came to pass about the time of the shutting of the gate. When?
When it was dark.
That's when the gate got to be shut. What gate we talking about? We ain't talking about the gate at your crib, brothers and sisters. We talking about the temple right here.
Right.
Okay.
That the men went out whither the men went. I will not pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them.
All right, just join a few scriptures. Now jump over to Joshua chapter 6 and verse
15. Heavy. We coming back there. We gonna
hold up. Joshua 6 verse 12.
All right, 6 verse 12.
Right.
And Joshua rose early in the morning.
When is that?
Day.
That's daytime.
Mm-hmm.
That's your cock crowing daytime. Read on.
And the priests took up the ark of the Most High.
Right. Well, why they ain't do it at night? You see what I'm saying? Why not? Why ain't do it at night, man? Let's come on. It's 10:30, man. Let's go grab this ark.
They would have stumbled.
Late night.
Like we read in John 11. They would have stumbled, man.
Right. Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And the second day.
And the what?
And the second day.
What that's talking about? What is that talking about, man?
It's talking about day 2.
Right. You see that?
I had to read.
That say Monday, man.
I had to read day 3.
That didn't say Monday. It said the second day. Second day of the what? Moon. I mean, what day was before the second day?
First.
Which is what?
New moon.
New moon day.
New moon day.
That means new moon. You see what I'm saying? We can read that. If it's saying in the second day, that means they just had a new moon.
So it is.
Read on.
Oh, this is what. Dang, that's 13. I got it. Yeah.
That's why they took
all right.
again.
All right. This 15 right here. Are we at 15?
No.
Or we at 14 still?
Yeah, 14.
And the second day they compassed the city once, and returned into the camp.
Mm-hmm.
So they did 6 days.
So they did how many days?
6 days.
Why?
Right.
Why? Because that, you see what I'm saying? 6 working days you're gonna work. But why ain't do it 7 or 8, 9, 10 days in a row? Because you got a Sabbath, you got a feast day. Nah, you gonna rest. You get time out.
Yeah, rest.
See that? Read on.
And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about the dawning of the day.
See that? Giving us understanding. Daytime.
And compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times.
Right. So we understand. We can understand too. A more indistinguished of days. They compass the city on them days. Were they going around all day and night? Come on, you gotta get some rest, man.
This was feet to blowing the trumpet.
Yeah, you see blowing the trumpet? I got it.
Yeah, go back from Jericho, from the moon. Jericho derives from the word moon also. Jericho.
Yeah.
Right, now jump back to verse. Okay, jump back to verse. It says the same thing, verse 3.
Verse 3. And ye shall compass the city,
right,
all ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days.
See, that's the same 6 working days we just read on verse 14. Read on.
And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram's horns. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times.
Just like verse 15,
And the priest shall blow with the trumpets.
Right. Let's go back into the history of, like your brother was saying, blowing the trumpets. But it's still telling us about days, man. Just harping in on the days a little bit.
Stay out of that Old Testament,
pop.
man. Yeah, stay out of that Old Testament.
Now Judges 19.
We supposed to be busting it. Man, we supposed to be. Oh boy, oh boy.
This is huge.
Judges chapter 19.
Them Rams home. Everybody's supposed to be blowing them things on the same day,
On
man.
the
It's
same
supposed to be
day.
Yeah,
Something's supposed to be happening, like when car windows busting open or something, man. If
Shaking up
get
the
on,
earth, man.
everybody get on that same accord and just
What? Everybody
Windows
blowing the
start
horn at
busting,
the
man.
appointed times. That's the whole point. How much power, and force that is, man.
Yeah, man.
All the Israelites all over the earth blowing that trumpet at the same time, bro. Within the same few hours. Because we're scattered, but we can still within the same, 12-hour period.
It's gonna be
Right,
heard.
It's gonna be heard.
we scattered like the multitudes, man.
Right.
We scattered like the sand of the
Right.
sea, man.
But we can still be blown up within that 12-hour period, man. All right, let's go to because we want to say that because let's say brothers or sisters over in the Eastern Hemisphere versus here, it's like a 6-8 hour difference. That's still, you know what I'm saying? That's still around the same appointment, though, right? But let's go to Judges, chapter 19 and verse 9.
Judges chapter 19, verse 9. And when the man rose up to depart, he and his concubine,
Jump over to verse 8.
verse
My
8,
bad.
and he arose early in the morning,
Early in the morning, that's during the day, right?
on the 5th day.
On the what day?
Fifth
See,
day.
we've got another number. So I mean 5 days prior was what?
New moon day.
It don't change. We got to understand here. 5 days prior to this was New Moon Day. So on the 5th day, this ain't talking about Thursday. Read on.
To depart, and the damsel after said,
Vander's
the
father.
damsel father said,
Right.
comfort thine heart, I pray thee. And they tarried until afternoon, and they did eat both of them.
And they tarried till afternoon. When noon is meant what? Daytime. Read on.
And when the man rose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servant and his father-in-law, the damsel's father, said unto him, Behold, now the day draweth towards evening.
See, verse 9, it's hard up said, when the man rose up to depart, he rose up what? In the morning. And then it says, now the day draweth towards the evening. Now the day's going to what? Toward the end of the day.
Right.
Read on.
I pray you tarry all night.
So I pray you just stay the night. You see what I'm saying? Stay another night. Read on.
Behold, the day groweth to an end.
Why? Because it's nighttime. Read on.
Lodge here, that thine heart may be merry.
Okay.
And tomorrow.
And when?
And tomorrow.
Like, so we say it's tomorrow. What that mean?
The next day.
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 Still day.
Right.
Day.
Tomorrow's daytime. Right now is night. And tomorrow.
Get you early on your way, that thou mayest go home.
All right. Read on.
But the man would not tarry that
You
night.
see, we still get it. See what I'm saying? We get that difference. Night, day. Night, day. All right. Go ahead.
But he rose up and departed, and came over against Jebus, which is Jerusalem. And there were with him 2 asses saddled. His concubine also was with him.
All right. So we just get to it, harping on just the days and nights. You can read it a little bit in verse 11.
And when they were by Jebus, the day was far spent.
Again, the day was far spent, meaning what? We getting to the end of the day. I mean, the day about over. But you see what I'm saying? So as we get to read and study more, y'all will be able to see more and more and more and more. All right. Now, all praise now. Verse 5. Jump back to verse 5.
Verse 5, and it came to pass on the 4th
Here
day,
we got another day, meaning what? 4 days prior was New Moon Day, right?
when they arose early in the morning,
And on that day,
that he rose up to depart. And the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law, Comfort thine heart with a morsel of bread, and afterward go your way.
right. Just to all and at the same time bringing out what? Day. Daytime, man. All right. Let's go to Job. Job chapter 3. Job. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Job chapter 3. Remember we read, go ahead, remember Job chapter 3 verse 9. Remember we just read what that was, Proverbs? What we had just read?
Proverbs 7 and 9?
Right, 7 and 9, talking about the twilight.
Right.
Right, let's go to Job 3 and 9. Job chapter 3 verse 9. This Job 3 and 9, which my apologies, brothers and sisters, right? When we read Proverbs 7 and 9, when I know y'all got that in the notes. This precept right here to that, Job 3 and 9. You can write that with that. Job chapter 3 verse 9.
Job chapter 3 verse 9. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark.
Right, because when? Twilight is when? Midnight, late night, nighttime. Be dark,
Let it look for light.
Right, because they ain't gonna find none,
but have none.
Right.
Neither let it see the dawning of the day.
Right, because it's a big difference. Now you gonna like right now, we go out right now, it's pitch. We ain't nowhere near today.
No.
You gonna have to camp out for a little while.
Right.
You know, we nowhere near. We're dead in the middle of the night, twilight, midnight, however you want to call it, right? Evening, nighttime. All right, all praises, man. Let me see. From there, let's go to Acts in the New Testament, man. Acts.
Darkness in the daytime, in the noonday, as at nighttime. You see that? Oh, that's that Deuteronomy. That's one of the curses.
Yeah.
Broke in the night. All right, Acts.
Acts chapter 20, verse 7.
Acts chapter 20, verse 7.
Yep. 20 verse 7. Right? All right.
And upon the first day of the week.
The first day of the week. What day is that? A couple answers. First day of the working week. So you have first day of the week will be first day of the working week. So that's either day 2,
Day 2,
day 9, day 16,
16, yeah, or
and day
20,
well,
no, day
30. Yeah. So I guess it's only be so that first day of the week, that would be again day 2, day 9.
Wow, it said when they came together to break
23.
bread. So what day you break bread? On the
On the first day of the week.
Birthday on the week.
We break any day.
Huh? Oh, yeah?
Break bread, right. Because you remember break bread don't mean always just eating unleavened bread. Also mean like right now we breaking bread.
You're right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
wisdom is double.
Right.
Wisdom is double.
But upon the first day of the week, again, that's talking about either day 2, day 9, or day 16, or day 23.
23.
That's the one that I missed.
23.
23. That's
of unleavened bread.
right now. Read on. And upon the first day of the week,
When the disciples came together to break bread,
right?
Paul preached unto them,
Mm-hmm.
ready to depart on the morrow,
Which is next day,
and continued his speech until midnight.
right? So I mean, like, almost like the night. Almost like the night. He was going, you know what I'm saying, like how we study. Then, you know what I mean, we still, brothers still study and do whatever at night, but there's a difference between day and night, as we can see that. Now jump down to verse 11.
When he therefore was come up again, and had broken bread, and eaten, and talked a long while,
Right.
even till break of day.
See, that mean that been all night. I mean, they were breaking bread and going through the scriptures and studying whatever all night long. That's what it's telling us. Read that again.
When he therefore was come up again, and had broken bread, and eaten, and talked a long while.
And talked a long while. How long?
Even till break of day.
Goodness, man. Paul ain't get no sleep that night.
So he departed.
Right, so they was up all night going through the scriptures. You see, with the examples. Right? Jump over, let's go to Acts 26.
on that one right there. I've just seen something.
Okay.
Check that out after class.
Acts 26, verse 13.
Acts 26, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
At midday.
When is this? Daytime. What the pagan, when they gonna talk about noon, 12, 12. Yeah, hey. Right, read.
At midday, O king.
Like it's just at noon, right? That's what we've been taught, right? Midday, we talking noon because they gave us a clock and they gave us a calendar.
Right.
So midday, my bad, O king.
I saw in the way a light from heaven. Above the brightness of the sun.
The brightness of the sun, because the sun can rule the daytime.
Above the brightness of the sun.
Right.
Shining round about me.
Why? Because it's daytime.
And them which journeyed with me.
Right. Just you know what I'm saying. These are examples still. See how we get into Israel? It's harmony. Makes sense, man. Let's go to Acts 28. 28 verse 23.
28 verse 23. And when they had appointed him a day.
Hey, appointed. That's a key word though. Appointed him a day. That means what? Appointed time though. Still, when they appointed him a day, read on. Daytime.
There came many to him into his lodging, to whom he expounded and testified the kingdom of the Most High.
Right.
Persuading them concerning the Messiah, both out of the law of Moses and out of the prophets, from morning till evening. That's a nice Paul cut for the Christians. Wow, you see that? He said he was showing them out of the law of Moses and out of the prophets, brother. They can't tell me that Paul said the law was done away with.
Right. Paul came and gave us grace.
That's beautiful, man.
So
right there.
But yeah, man,
like that.
as you can see from the top of that though, and when they had appointed him a day,
a day,
jump down to the bottom, and out of the prophets from morning till evening. And when they had appointed him a day, from morning till evening. But again, morning till evening. These are two different times of getting the understanding, man.
But they didn't appoint that to them at nighttime. Right? Everybody trying to go to sleep, man. We ain't finna sit up in the...
We ain't finna be up all night with you, Paul.
Right.
Every night. Okay, you got us. You got us, you know what I'm saying, a few chapters back.
Right, bro.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, praises, man. Judas. Let's see. I think it's something I might be able to... Let me see, Judas 14. Okay, might be one more. Let me check. Yeah, let's go to Judith and the Apocrypha. Judith and the Apocrypha, chapter 14. Judith 14, verse 2. Yeah, we about to wrap it up here.
Judith 14 and 2.
14 verse 2, right.
And so soon as the morning shall appear.
Right, and we talking about what? Daytime, because right now it's nighttime. So when the morning shall appear, we're going to know it's daytime, right, brothers and sisters? All right, and as soon as the morning shall appear,
and the sun shall come forth upon the earth.
That's letting us know when. That's why we know it's daytime. Sun done came out. Daylight, sunrise. Read.
Take you everyone his weapons, and go forth every valiant man out of the city, and set you a captain over them, as though you would go down into the field toward the watch of the Assyrians.
Toward the what?
The watch of the Assyrians.
See, that goes into that, right? And we ain't talking about no clock. Or watches, we know, are different times within a day and different times within the night. That's the watches. Read on.
But go not down.
Right.
Then they shall take their... That's it?
Yeah, we good on that. The whole point is verse 2. Read verse 2 again.
And soon as the morning shall appear, and the sun shall come forth upon the earth.
That's the point right there. Right? That's the point right there. We understand what this is saying now. I mean, till its entirety. Right? We know nighttime has nothing to do with daytime. That's the whole point. Nighttime has nothing to do with daytime. But we still have to acknowledge the night to know what time we're in, what number, where we're at. Because the moon appoints that. So at nighttime you see, okay, boom, 17. See? And tomorrow night gonna be what? 18. You get, so you still there's still there are numbers, we still have to number. You see what I'm saying? To know what's coming. So if you don't know what number it is, you don't know where you're at. Then you're gonna go what? You're gonna pick up that calendar. No, don't do that. Don't pick up that calendar. Right. No, you pick up that almanac and you count. All praises. You good? All right. Well, shoot. I want to close with 2 Chronicles, man. 2 Chronicles chapter 8. No, 7. 2 Chronicles chapter 7.
Verse what?
7 verse 14.
2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14.
Right.
If my people,
you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American, Indians, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, right? By the prophecies of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and by the seed of the what? Dada. Right? Read on.
Which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray.
And do what?
And pray.
Humble themselves and pray. This goes like the example of the Day of Atonement. Afflicting your soul and pray. Read on.
And seek my face.
And do what?
And seek my face.
And how we do that? Repenting. Coming back to the Heavenly Father. Seeking His face. Hearkening to His word. Read on.
And turn from their wicked ways.
Right. I mean, come off from the old man or the old woman, the old person to the new.
That's right.
Then will I hear from heaven.
Then what?
Then will I hear from heaven.
That means what? We got to do something. We have to apply our hearts. We have to, draw close to the Most High. Then He'll hear from heaven. Read.
And will forgive their sin.
Okay.
And will heal their land.
And we'll do what?
Heal their land.
Right. All praise to the Most High. Because that's the time that's coming. That's what we're looking forward to, right? Healing our land. And that's what the body also. Children of Israel. Right. All praise to the Most High. Another beautiful class, as always. Powerful, beautiful class that we hear on Monday with your pagan. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Blessings, brother. Classes are getting. I need glasses.